The Germ Guardian AC4100. This unit is about 11 inches tall, it's about 6.5 inches wide, and about 7.5 inches deep. The unit is just over 4.5 pounds. This unit features a carbon pre-filter. It features a HEPA filter. Air enters the unit through the back here. There's a grill on the back of the unit. Air goes through that grill, and then it goes through the carbon pre-filter, through the HEPA filter, and out through the front here. There's actually, the front outlet here is actually, it's not the whole grill area. There's actually a cutout here, and then the air comes through that cutout, through the front grill, and out through the front of the unit. This unit features only 3 fan speeds. You turn the knob here on the front to turn it on and then adjust it to the 3 fan speeds. Many units on the market have more fan speeds. This unit only has 3. The CFM for this unit is fairly low. It is only at around 80 CFM, so well under 100 CFM for this unit. This unit normally retails for about $50 to $60. So what do we like about the AC4100? Well, we definitely like the fact that it's a very small air purifier. There are many air purifiers on the market of different sizes. Most are not too large, but definitely larger than this one. And the fact that this one is extra small is definitely a benefit for some consumers. It's small, it's light, and because of that, it's very portable, so you can easily move it from one room to the next, from one location to another in the same room. So that is definitely a strong positive for this unit, is the fact that it is light and portable. We also like the fact that this unit is very well built. This unit doesn't retail for much, and so you may think that it's made of cheap plastic parts and it's generally not going to be a durable or reliable unit. And the fact is that Germ Guardian really went above and beyond here. This hard exterior here is very well made. It's a very nice finish on here. The front grille is good quality as far as the basic design of the unit, how it's made, very well made, and that is actually a strong positive for this unit, especially considering its very low price. Lastly, we also like the fact that this unit comes equipped with a HEPA filter. Again, at $50 to $60, you may expect a proprietary particle filter, some cheaper filter, but no, there is in fact a real HEPA filter in here. And for the price point, that is impressive. So definitely a strong positive for this unit for the fact that it's that inexpensive and it still is equipped with a true HEPA filter. So what do we not like about this unit? Well, we definitely don't like its carbon filter. The carbon filter on there, first of all, is a combination of a pre-filter and a carbon filter. So what a lot of air purifier manufacturers do is, instead of installing a separate washable pre-filter, they actually combine the job with that of the carbon filter. So the carbon filter is there to filter out unwanted gases like odors and VOCs. And on a unit like this, there's a carbon filter in there to do that. And the carbon filter in here is also in front of the HEPA filter without a pre-filter in front of the carbon filter. So what that means is any larger particles that make it through the back grill here are going to get caught onto that carbon filter. And that's really going to reduce how long that carbon filter is going to be able to last for. So we definitely don't like the fact that it's a combination filter of a pre-filter and a carbon filter. We also don't like the quality of the carbon filter. And this is really a problem with all of the Germ Guardian units we've tested. They generally do not have very high quality carbon filters. Now, carbon filters come in 2 varieties. They can either have tiny little carbon pellets in there, or they can be a fibrous material that is actually coated with carbon. And for this unit, we have the latter, where we have a fibrous material that's coated with carbon. The thing here is that that fibrous material is not very dense, and sure, that allows airflow very easily, but it also doesn't allow for a lot of carbon to be in there. So there's just not a lot of carbon in there to actually filter out any unwanted gases in a room if you have this unit installed in a room where you want to filter out unwanted gases. So this unit definitely doesn't do very well with gas filtration because of that really low quality carbon filter in there. So how does it do with particle filtration? Well, the fact is that there is a HEPA filter in there, and HEPA in itself is definitely a strong positive. However, you're dealing with a very small filter in here, and more so, you're also dealing with a very low CFM unit. So what that means is that a HEPA filter works like this. Particles come in through the back here. They go through the HEPA filter, and you want maximum airflow. You want as much air as possible to travel through this air purifier to actually go through that HEPA filter for it to actually capture those particles. And the fact is that this unit just doesn't move a lot of air. So there's just not a lot of air coming in with a lot of particles for that HEPA filter to actually go to work. So yes, it's a good thing that there's a HEPA filter in here, but that HEPA filter cannot really do so much when this unit is just not moving a lot of air. Our recommendation here is that you really cannot use this unit in a room much larger than 60 to 70 square feet, and even that is pushing it a little bit. I mean, it's really The room really needs to be tiny for you to be able to use this unit and for it to clean that air in the room effectively. Now, a common misconception with units like these is the fact that users believe that they can place this unit right in front of them, let's say on a tabletop, in front of them on a desktop, and have the air coming out the front here. And it is indeed clean air because the air that comes through here has been processed by that HEPA filter. But they believe that they can put this unit in front of them on a desk and that the clean air will, blow on your face here and you'll be able to breathe in that cleaner air. And the fact is that air really doesn't work that way. What happens is, as soon as the clean air exits out of here, it immediately disperses in the room, and unclean air immediately comes in its place there. So air wants to go to equilibrium. Air that has a high particle concentration wants to go to areas of low particle concentration. Air with low particle concentration wants to go to areas of high particle concentration. So what you have is, as soon as this air comes out of the front here, it immediately disperses throughout the room. Unclean air immediately comes forward here. So unless you literally have your nose right up to the grill here and you're breathing up right up into it, it's really not going to make a difference to put this in front of you on a desk. There is no such thing as a clean air bubble around the unit. It's not like the air in the immediate vicinity is going to be cleaner because this unit is in that vicinity. It's going to lower the particle concentration in the entire room. If it's too large of a room, and that's most rooms for this unit, the particle concentration is going to come down very slowly, and it's also not going to get to a very low threshold if it's in too large of a room. So definitely don't buy this air purifier thinking that you're going to put it right in front of you and you're going to be breathing in super clean air. That's just not the way that particles work. They tend to immediately move to areas where concentration is lowest, and that definitely happens with this unit, just like it does with every other air purifier. The difference is that this one is small, so it tends to be more of an issue with this one than it does with units that are actually can process a sufficient amount of air to lower concentration in a whole room versus this one. So another thing that we don't like about this unit is the noise output. The minimum noise that it's going to output, even on the lowest setting here, is going to be higher than it is for many other units. In addition, for you to even get to that 80 CFM range, you're going to have to put this unit on its highest setting. And on that highest setting, it's going to be even louder. So definitely don't get this unit if you're at all concerned about noise output. It's going to be difficult to run this unit in any environment where you really can't have a device that's outputting a lot of noise. So how does this unit compare to other units on the market, other maybe larger units with greater CFM, or just generally top-rated units in general? And the fact is that this unit finds itself in a very interesting spot because it's very inexpensive, and that's a very attractive thing for a lot of buyers. They look at this unit and they think that they can clean the air in a room at a very low price. And the fact is that that's just not going to happen with this unit. Yes, it will lower particle concentration to a certain extent, even in larger rooms, but it's going to do it very slowly, and you're just not going to get to a very low particle concentration threshold on the bottom there. So there's always going to be particles in the room. This unit is just not going to be able to keep up in a large room. So that leaves us with recommending it for smaller rooms. But the problem is that we really cannot recommend it for rooms that are much larger than 60 to 70 square feet. And at that square footage, there's just not a lot of rooms that are that small. So unless you can actually enclose an area and seal it off in a very small space, this unit is just not going to work very well. Again, there is no such thing as a clean air bubble around this unit. There's no such thing as just pointing it at you and breathing in that clean air. So the fact is that there are just not many applications for this unit, and so we find it really difficult to recommend to most people. So what do we recommend that you get instead of this air purifier? We definitely recommend that you buy a top-rated unit. Now, a top-rated unit is going to cost more. It's going to be more expensive, but the thing is that you are going to get a full-size, effective air purifier. If you're going through the trouble of buying an air purifier to begin with, you really want to get a certain level of filtration. You want to get that particle concentration in your room low. You want to get it low fast. You want to get it low effectively. You want to do so energy efficiently. You want to do so at a low noise output if possible. And a top-rated unit is going to give you that. And yes, it does cost more, but it's going to give you all of those things. With this unit, you're just not going to get that. So the advice here is to hold off on your purchase. Only get this unit if you are in an extremely small space, or if you really just are not that concerned with super low particle concentration and you just want to make a little bit of a dent in the particle concentration in a room. If that's something that you want to do, if you just want to lower it a little bit, maybe make a little bit of a difference, and you really can't spend any more, this unit will certainly make some difference. The thing is, it's just not going to make a difference that is acceptable for us, and that's why we really cannot recommend it to most users.